Public comment?
All right. Cool.
Yes, this will be a comment, since I'm assuming you're not taking questions, so I won't even go that route. If you are, just because I really, this Stippen thing, Stippens, whatever, that just, I assume that's why we're all here, and I've got a whole bunch of questions on it, but I'll just make presumptions since questions aren't answered at these meetings. First of all, this Stippen was brought up at the last meeting by another commenter who said, I don't remember the numbers. I mean, there was, some UCUA of the people were getting, let's say, $20,000 for a round number as a stipend rather than a salary, or it could be a salary. And you're going to discuss this in executive session, so I'm guessing that's why, you're talking tax issues. And again, there's very little. I don't even have the resolution. I don't know what this is about at all. But I'm guessing if somebody was paid a stipend, and they're an employee, that could be fairly serious. In that you either 1099-R the person, but how you do that with an employee, I mean, everybody would be doing that to avoid FICA. And I don't think the IRS looks kindly on that. Or you could. That's why I thought the meeting was now. I mean, I thought it was like a couple of days before February 28th, because the 1099-R forms are due, and the W-2s, actually W-3s to the government is also due. So if I were to, I mean, you have three options. You either W-2 the people, amend their W-2s and give them extra salary, or 1099-R them now, revise. It's a little late to give to the persons, but, it's kind of, it's not that unusual. Or you take back the stipend somehow. I mean, it was a mistake. I don't even know how it would happen. Because the problem is, if you W-2 them, that goes for their pension, and that inflates that amount. So hopefully you won't have a long executive session. I'll be here when you come out, and hopefully you'll decide on it. But if I were to vote, I would vote to take the money back. It's a lot cleaner for everybody, because you don't want tax problems with this kind of stuff. And finally, I think you ought to, seeing that there's some major problem, you have to call a meeting. I think there's, you sort of pass a resolution or something, kind of thanking Tina Renna for bringing this to your attention. I mean, otherwise, 3 years down the road, there could be some major tax consequences. So I think she deserves, something, whatever you feel you need to give her. Thanks.
Thank you for your comments. Any other comments?
I'd like to make a motion for recess.
Okay. Move to close public session.
Second. Commissioner Rogers?
Yes.
Commissioner Eastman?
Yes.
Commissioner Jackus?
Aye.
Commissioner Khan?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Polish? Commissioner People?
Yes.
Altered. Commissioner Banano?
Yes.
Chairman Hunt?
Yes.
Commission, everybody.
Because you're an alternate.
I'd like to make a motion to go into recess, please.
Second.
Executive session, I'm sorry.
No recess.
Oh, you want to recess, okay. Yes, I will. Thank you.
Can we just do that?
Second?
We just called it. We just called it.
Okay, we're good? Okay.
I did. I had a motion in a second. Oh, okay.
No, motion to go into.
Oh, I apologize.
We have a second? Second.
Who is motion second?
Eddie Khan
Made the motion.
made the motion. Roy second.
Commissioner Rogers?
Yes.
Commissioner Eastman? Commissioner Jackus? Commissioner Khan?
Yes. Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Polish?
So you got 5.
Commissioner Polish?
No, it says as long as you have 5, you can.
Yeah, but they're briefing those two members, and I'm being brief. And I'm in the voting capacity.
Commissioner Fuller?
Nobody's being brief.
I
Okay.
wanted to go on that, but that flew late.
Communicate that.
Yes.
Commissioner People?
Yes.
Commissioner Bonanno? Chairman Huff?
Yes.
Where's your bracelet? Around your ankle?
Which one?
Well, fortunately,
Forget it. Yeah, right. We're usually supposed to have both of them.
They're going into executive. I don't want to listen to it.
well, there's an EBR thing about it.
Just explain it, this is a recess, and it's the PPI committee's going back into the meeting, that's what this is. Not a-
I never remember.
Don't go anywhere.
Remember how we used to.